Hi friends, Dr. Ramadevi Papalu here, fertility specialist. Today I am going to discuss about surrogacy. What is exactly surrogacy? Because somehow in India surrogacy has become a interesting topic. Many times you keep seeing in movies or TV or paper. So I want to clear all the doubts related to surrogacy. Surrogacy has come into the existence almost since 30-40 years. So, if a woman who wants to have a baby, if she cannot carry her baby in her womb because of the various reasons, in those cases, the embryo made from the couple can be transferred into the womb of a third person. She can carry the baby for 9 months. After the delivery, the baby will be handed over to the intending parents. This is the surrogacy. So, we call it as a gestational surrogacy. So, in this gestational surrogacy, there are 2-3 different varieties. Most of the women who ever go for the surrogacy, usually they cannot produce their own egg. Along with the uterus, even the ovaries are not functioning properly most of the time. And the rest of the people, if they are young, if they can produce egg, we take the egg from the intending parent. But 80-90% of the cases here in India, in Hyderabad, we are facing egg problem also. So, almost all of them are egg donation plus surrogacy. So, according to the ICMR guidelines, we cannot take the egg from the surrogate, because if the genetic material belongs to the surrogate, there is a possibility of developing some relationship with the baby, so that there may be problem at the time of handovering the baby. So, we will not take egg from the surrogate. Egg will be from some other person, and surrogate sperm will be the husband, and the resultant embryo is put into the surrogate. So, for according to ICMR guidelines, we have different forms to be signed by surrogate, agent, intending parents and the clinic. So, if we fulfill all these legal formalities, touch wood, you will not have any problem with the surrogate. So, how do we select the surrogate? Surrogate should be between 21 to 40 years, and she must be physically healthy, mentally healthy, and there should not be any communicable diseases. So, to know all these things, the lady has to undergo certain investigations, like scanning we have to do, and blood tests for the communicable diseases like HIV 1, 2, hepatitis C, B, any sexually transmissible diseases, and we also screen about normal diabetes, hypertension, lipid profile, all these things we need to do. So, as genetic material is not transferred from the surrogate to the fetus, we do not need to do any genetic tests. Counseling we have to do to the surrogate once, because once upon a time delivery means, pregnancy means, they used to call it as a rebirth, because just because of the reproduction, women face umpteen number of health issues, especially after she marries. Once she starts her reproductive career, various problems can come, like repeated abortions, ectopic pregnancy, premature delivery, bleeding before delivery, during delivery subjected to various surgical procedures, or after delivery there may be severe PPH, postpartum hemorrhage we call. So, with all these things, pregnancy is not easy. At the same time, it is not difficult also, because if a surrogate mother, if when she was having her own pregnancy at home, she may not be having doctor's supervision, nutrition, precautions and all those things. But whereas here, because the person is under a doctor's supervision, and we will be much more careful regarding the surrogate mother, because Any small risk also should not be there to the mother, because she is doing some social service for other couple who don't have their own child. So that is why during a surrogate pregnancy, extra precaution has been taken. What all the obstetric complications can occur, we in advance we think about them, we look for them, and we try to prevent them and give proper nutrition, nutritional supplements, and regular checkups, screening tests, and safe delivery. So 99.9% we don't face any problems, and but we have to give proper counseling to both the parties, and especially to the surrogate mother. If after pregnancy we need to explain there may be abortion, there may be ectopic pregnancy, we may need to selective fetal reduction, there may be premature delivery, or there may be gestational diabetes, or just during pregnancy there may be hypertension, but we take all of them care, precautions, and counseling. So there will not be any problem. So finally, coming to who needs surrogacy. Surrogacy, most of the time, some people, some girls are born without uterus, or in some people uterus is being removed because of the fibroid or severe pain, adenomyosis, or cancer, all these things. And in some women the cervix will be weak. We call it as a cervical incompetence. In cervical incompetence, grade 1 and 2 can be treated with cerclage and bed rest and muscle relaxant medicines. We can prolong even at least 28 weeks pregnancy. But in some patients, in spite of taking all these precautions, they repeatedly abort around 14 to 16 weeks. So those patients also need surrogacy. In some people, uterus is totally damaged because of the adenomyosis or multiple fibroids. These two conditions also, if when we cannot treat, those patients also need surrogacy. Some people who undergo any cancer therapy, in those patients also, elderly women who has got general medical health problems like any kidney failure, liver failure, heart failure, systemic lupus erythematosus, like that, any debilitating condition where the life is under threat. If she carries the baby, life is under threat. In such medical conditions also, they opt for surrogacy. So many people have got a wrong impression that those who don't want to change their figure, because after the delivery there will be some changes in the body, though especially on the abdomen. Abdomen may become loose, the vagina may become loose, or the birth marks can be there on the abdomen, or so many things can happen, but all of them are reversible. Most of the time they are reversible with effort. Many people have got a wrong impression looking at the stars who underwent surrogacy. People opt for surrogacy not to have a disfigurement to their body. No, not at all. In my experience, take any kind of a third party reproduction, either egg donation, sperm donation, or surrogacy, under serious circumstances, after trying their best to have their own baby, then only they come for this surrogacy. It is a really psychological trauma for the patient, and because there is no other alternative, they come to this decision. So it is not for any physical changes that's going to be after pregnancy. Most 99.9, I say it is 100%, because I never did any case for only for cosmetic purpose. So please try to understand, there will not be any problem, and there should not be any problem between the clinic or the surrogacy or the agent or the intending couple. Everything can be done with a proper legally documented papers. So I think I have given sufficient information. Any doubts, please put in the comments. Thank you.